All right, fine. I'll be a gracious host. How you doing?
Little Mermaid is the scariest Disney movie by far, though.
Why the hell is Ace Blade in your Kickstarter?
Some comics. I'm getting controversial today. We're gonna get controversial today with.
My proudest moment is this interview and being able to talk to you two.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Taurus Comics, in collaboration with Fourth Wall Production, respectfully brings to you the 58th episode of the Four Tales podcast. I am your host, Kyrun Silva from Taurus Comics. Across the way is a heliotrope harmonizer of Ace Blade, Danny J. Quick, and together we are your two award-winning blurred comic creators here to help you find your next favorite comic. We are live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, so if you're listening or watching us live, thank you for your support. But don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and review this podcast because all your positive reviews and interactions help us reach a bigger audience. Brother Quick, how you doing today?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, man. Yeah, if Danny does anything, he's gonna incorporate purple. That's the truth. That is the truth. I gotta stay on brand. I even brought Kyrun over, but he's got his Sacramento Kings that are killing the game right now. So
okay, actually, this is not Sacramento Kings. This is a Monarchs shirt, shirt, Sacramento Monarchs. So the one-time WNBA champion Sacramento Monarchs that got dismantled because of stupid ownership. But whatever,
it happens. It happens. It happens. How you been doing, brother?
I told you my back hurts. I've been helping my mom with her fence that got knocked down during our storms recently. My nephew and I yesterday went to Home Depot, bought some wood and some lumber, dug up some holes.
Man.
What?
You rich, bro? You keep flexing like you keep like these small things every show. Every show, man. Last time you was like, I got eggs, and then this time you talking about you buying wood. Bruh, I've been to Home Depot. I've been to Lowe's recently. I've seen the prices of wood, sir. If you're out there just buying wood willy-nilly, you balling, bro.
I bought 20 pieces of wood. It's like that.
What? Let me get a donation, bro. Let me get a donation.
I donate to every one of your Kickstarters.
That's true.
So yeah, give me my lumberjacks.
That's true. We're working on it. Live actually later.
Wow. Okay, who's Facebook user talk about Sac Kings finally winning? It must be 2004 again.
Hey,
that's disrespectful.
I just need the Lakers to beat them one time this season. Just one time.
We did. Wait, sorry. You did beat us one time.
Did we? I thought we lost all 3 times.
You lost 3 times and you won once.
Okay, all right.
It was only like a couple weeks ago you guys beat us.
Well, if we hit the playoffs, meet y'all in the playoffs, I definitely need that series to go our way. So, because it looks like y'all gonna make the playoffs.
I don't think y'all making the playoffs.
We're gonna make the playoffs. We're gonna get to the playoffs, sir. I don't care.
Not the way Russell's playing.
Russell scored 24 last night off the bench. He doing all right. It's LeBron LeBron doing good. LeBron's doing good, but it's just they not winning close games. They did win last night. So that's good. They beat Ja Morant and them, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about some comic books.
Talk about that Ja Morant. Did you see Shannon Sharp and Ja Morant's dad get into it?
Yeah. I said, man, I would love to be on the sideline for a game and experience like that kind of stuff, man. It's great, but you gotta make a certain amount of money to do that.
Yeah, you getting there. Lakers going to playoffs in 2K. Okay, that makes sense.
That does make sense. Sense. Absolutely.
All right, but you're right. We're not here to talk about basketball. This is not a basketball show, though. You guys, we should do some type of sports show, but that's here nor there.
Maybe we can get on with your boys D-Lo, your boy D-Lo. We can get on their show or something like that.
I can ask him to be on.
Oh yeah, you got connections. You got connection like that. Orlando, what's happening?
What's up, Orlando? Hope you're doing good, man.
Hope you're doing well. Hope you're getting better.
Right. What?
I'm good, man. I'm having a good week, man. This is good. It's good to be on the show with you, man. I'm glad you didn't decide to to replace me this week. You know, I know it's been tumultuous during the week, but we here.
All right, I really gotta know who this Facebook user is because they disrespecting LeBron like a lot, right?
It's probably Kevin. It's probably Kevin. I'm a bet
Okay.
Kevin.
Yeah, I'm bet. All right, it's probably Kevin Chapman. All right, that makes sense now. All right, so we're gonna let them introduce themselves because I didn't know it was gonna be two of them. I didn't know if you got the memo and I didn't.
No, this is a pleasant surprise. I'm glad
Yeah.
I'm glad this is our first time having a dual guest, a couple, a power couple as they call it, Midnight Comics. Y'all introduce yourselves. Tell us about you. Tell us where you're from, and tell us what you do.
Well, what's going on, everybody? I'm Lloyd Jones
and Natasha Jones,
and like you said, we're Midnight Comics. We are based out of Atlanta, and yeah, so we started in 2020. So we write traditional style comics and manga. So yeah,
I love it. Started in 2020. So y'all was just
like, hey, free time then.
Y'all was like, there's a pandemic. Let's just make comics.
Let's do it. Finally, yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, we're both writers already, but like we finally was like, you know what, let's do something with this. So
okay,
I like it. I like it. How long you been writing?
Oh man,
elementary school.
Yeah, elementary for her, but high school for me. Me and my friend, we wrote a story called The Pandemic back in 2006, 2007. It was a zombie-esque story or what have you.
So you,
but yeah, it got copywritten and everything like that, and then we never did anything with it. It was just like, okay,
the world did something with it. That's all right.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Or should we say you guys caused the pandemic? Which one is it?
Ooh, we jinxed it.
Yeah, you're a little bit early, but yeah, you jinxed us on that.
It happens. Hey, I've seen stranger things happen, but that's good, man. It's great to have y'all on. Like I talked to Lloyd on Fortnite before. We played with Lonzo and them, killing the game. I'm a Fortnite newbie, but Lloyd is a professional almost, bro. He be on there talking smack.
Started playing a week
before. I literally started playing a week before you.
Nah, bro. You got no, ain't no way. You started before me.
Wow. I see. I didn't get no invite on Fortnite, so I feel out. Man.
Hey, we can get you in there. Don't play around now.
Right.
Yeah, we get on quads, and make it happen. Me, you, Lloyd, and get Lonzo in there, and we can go. Lonzo really be leading the team though.
He do. He really does.
That makes sense.
Meanwhile, I'm over there. Lloyd, don't push. I'm pushing.
He said Leroy Jenkins. He going after him. But it's it's a fun game to play.
In general, too. He plays all games like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So any first person shooter type games?
He's gone.
Yeah,
I'm at with the team.
I don't. I really don't. But sadly, I'm better at teamwork now than I used to be. So take that for what you want.
It helps though. It helps being able to communicate. Like I recently just got a headset. I was like, okay, I want to talk to him while I'm playing, and it actually does help to be able to communicate with your team, to call out things and other stuff like that. So that's dope. So on that front, on the communications thing, since y'all are a couple making comics, how does that help or hurt your creative endeavors? I know being a couple sometimes, I've been married to my wife for almost, we coming up on 17 years. So
congrats.
Even us, sometimes we have, difficulties communicating. And I can imagine like in the work it being also a thing that you have to deal with. So how does how do you deal with communication with the comics?
You wanna do that one day? Oh, okay. So it's for the most part writing. So I'm the only one that writes the manga, right? Mm-hmm. So that's easy because I can just knock that out. But like social media and like plotting out like certain processes. Sorry, one of the kids popped up.
We're family friendly.
Okay. I think the biggest communication issue is what I should be doing on social media. Yeah.
No, social media is hard to deal with, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I'd be sounding like an old person. I'd just be like, nah, I don't like social media, face-to-face interaction. Send me to a convention. I don't want to do it. Yeah. So she is our social media person. Like, I don't want to do this. But I think that's the biggest point of any kind of communication issues we ever had. I think writing we're usually pretty in sync. Yeah, I think we're pretty in sync with everything else.
Okay.
So it's not too bad. Yeah.
So what makes Midnight Comics different than a lot of the other indie comics that have been popping up for the last few years? Like, what makes you guys stand out?
You want
I think it's funny because we were just talking about this morning.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because we were talking about a lot of the hidden stuff in our stories that people might not pick up on. Like,
so,
spoil
well, we won't spoil it. So, like, one of the things that we like to tackle, like a lot of history and a lot of religious stuff, and then again a lot of background stuff, right? So, just to talk about one of the characters, we have a character named Edmani, right? And so she has fire powers, right? And you're like, okay, well, you've seen plenty of characters with fire powers, and they usually, they want to be a hero and do something awesome with it. But something that we don't really talk about, right? We got 3 of them. We're so sorry.
You're all right. I got 3 kids too, so I understand.
I got 4.
Oh, there you go. She, spontaneously combusts one day, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, she got fire powers. It's cool." No, it's terrifying because she has nobody to teach her how to use these powers, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, instead of just going the traditional route of, yeah, she has powers, so she's now grappling with the fact whether or not she's going to be a hero. No, she's got mental health issues, and she's got to cope with that and the revelation of these new abilities and powers, right? And so, when a villain does appear, now it's the extra layer of will she, won't she? How is she going to deal with it? And if she does, is she going to be able to control it? Right.
I missed some of what you said, but essentially, Edmani is a story about mental health.
Yeah, it's a story about mental health. Yeah. I think I
talk
did
about even like some of the hidden history in some of the other stories.
Yes.
Like Blue Morphle takes place in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get to see a peak of her vigilantism starts because of the Rodney King incident. Mm-hmm. We don't focus directly on that, but you know it's happening in the background. Some of the other unknown knowledge about Egyptian deities and stuff that pops up in Soul, and just there's a lot of history in the stories that we're just not focusing on.
That gives opportunity for people to actually go back and get some of these actual things, right? So yeah, I think that
Cool. I like that. Like you said, is that the Blue Morphle story that you were just talking about? That's in the 90s,
yeah,
in the 80s.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Edmani is the one with the fire, right?
Correct.
Okay. Awesome.
Now, we do need to talk about that because you guys say that you started in 2020, so we're now on 3 years. But you guys have released 7-8 books now? Is that right?
2 answers to that. So
that's a lot for anybody.
Yeah. So inside of our book Tales from Midnight, we have 4 titles inside of it. Like how they did back in the day, right? With like the action kind of stuff like that, where it's just like it's not just the one book, it's not just one book. So inside of the book, there's in Tales from Midnight when you get Blue Morphle, Soul, The Gray, and Edmani. And then the second one that's headed to Kickstarter, you get The Last Day of Raven's Omen and Dogma. So yeah, 7. Well, technically we have 8 books because The Unbeloved is our manga that we have as well. So
yep,
Unbeloved. Yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
That's still a lot. That's still a lot either way.
So
okay.
About it, yeah.
Well, I'm a superhero guy. I love superheroes. So tell me about I like the Gray. I like the look of the character. This Shamika Day. Shamika Day, the Gray.
Yeah, she is my favorite character. She's a physicist, and so the gloves that she has on, she managed to make these particle accelerators. So those on her gloves are miniature particle accelerators, and when she turns them on, they create black holes. Right. The whole basis between was the scare of the whole Hadron Collider a couple decades back, right? And so she's managed to make a small version of that. And so she's like, okay, so if we can harness black holes and all this other stuff, the energy that kind of comes off of it. And just a little story: there's a guy in the 60s in Russia. He was cleaning out one of these colliders or particle accelerators, and it was on, and he didn't realize it. and he got shot in the face with that energy. And one side of his face actually stopped aging for the most part. Now he does suffer from seizures and stuff like that. I learned that the same energy that he essentially got hit in the face with is the same lasers and energies that we use to like remove tumors and stuff. So it's just like there are examples of what we could do good with these things, and that's what
that really happened.
That was a real story. That happened. That happened to this Russian guy. That really happened.
You read these comics, you find out history about what happened with us as humans.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm messing with science. Leave science alone. Let the scientists do the science.
And so
wait. He said the guy was just cleaning out. He was doing his job and just got shot in the face.
He obviously wasn't. If he got too close to the Hadron Collider, then he was obviously not doing his job right. Hey, stay away from the equipment, sir. Sweep over there.
Yeah, please.
He was trying to do 110% of his job. Okay.
And he's still alive today, actually. Yeah. But yeah, so she thinks, we could do all this good stuff, but the common thing that we do is we want to weaponize new technology, right? And so she's like, you know what? I can't have that. I got to become a hero and stop the organization from using this as a weapon by using this as a weapon, right? And so what she ends up doing, she becomes the superhero, the Gray. Problem is, she ain't think about all the logistics. She don't know how to fight. So like, is she going to be able to stop this organization? She can't fight. She has the weapons that she was trying to prevent anybody else from using as a weapon and save the solar system. You're messing with black holes now, right? Yeah. So any mishap, that's game over for everybody. So
you've seen the promo picture, you already see her all bruised up.
Yeah, so that's what you're getting in that story.
Okay. All right.
I love it. It's good that you got kind of a variety, of stories, but also that you keep the history in all of them, that you use things from real life to kind of incorporate. I keep going back to this, but Morgan and Wally, they keep telling me no, but I'm like, I wanted to keep in our comic book universe, I wanted to have Martin Luther King and Malcolm X still be alive in our universe because some vigilante saved them, and like see how the world would have changed if we would have had them still alive. But they thought it was a bad idea, so we didn't do it.
I mean, you could always do like an alternate universe timeline where something like that happens.
Yeah, could. But
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
but,
I appreciate it. I thought it was a good idea.
Aren't you like the head of your company?
But I don't just make unilateral decisions all the time. Like they say that I'm impulsive and I just go on my own. But I like to listen to the group sometimes.
No, that'd be smart because now you really get to, and that's the fun part for me. Like you really get to explore now. Okay, if that changed, what is the chain reaction now of everything? Butterfly. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Have a whole conspiracy board of how this thing would shape this.
And he literally has a conspiracy notebook.
Yeah, for everything in our stories. I'm like, okay, if we make this character, how does this one event? And that turns into a whole month's worth of. Hey, Tasha, guess what?
It's outlined, Google Drive, Google Docs, everything.
Everything.
Hey, I
can't how many notebooks we have. Oh my gosh.
I love it. That's dope. I like that, man. I like that. That y'all are really, jumping into it. That you took the pandemic as an opportunity to kind of, do the thing that you wanted to do. A lot of people, I got on TikTok during the pandemic, and even though since I was working from home, I had a lot more time to start building stuff at home, like doing some DIY projects with my wife, and that's something that we really enjoy doing. So, I like that. Kyrun just stacked his money during the pandemic. He was just like,
don't do that. Don't do
now
that.
You can get eggs and wood.
Right.
Eggs and wood. And,
don't
I kind of wish I did what he did. But, whatever.
I got fat is what I did during the pandemic. Don't do that.
we all did. Except for Lloyd. I saw some before and after pictures of Lloyd. It seemed like he was in a gym.
Yep.
Listen, but like just before the pandemic, I you saw how big I was. I still work for Chick-fil-A corporate, and the free food that they give you there.
If you want to slide some free food over here, that'd be great.
Hey, Come on now.
Man, listen, we work from home now, but if that offer you go over there, grab 6, 8, 9 of them sandwiches, had a little extra stuff that they have at the buffet line, all free. Just put it in your bag and walk off. It was ridiculous, too. Oh, my God. Yeah, I gained like 40, 50 pounds just working with them. And then the pandemic. Like, yeah, nah.
Man.
So, had to make a change at that point, man.
Hey, definitely. So what are your plans for the future for these? Have you done any conventions? What are your thoughts on
Yes.
big shows versus small shows and all that stuff?
Okay. Yeah.
You prefer bigger.
I definitely prefer the bigger shows. Yeah, I like the convention. We went to like pop-up shops at first. And just getting started going to pop-up shops around the area and stuff. And it really wasn't it wasn't the right seed, I think. So then we went to Atlanta Comic-Con for the first time. That was 2021. And man, it was good. The reception was so good. We met a lot of cool people. That's where we met Lonzo and Concrete, and then we met Tyler from Godhood. We met a lot of people there. And yeah, Jason from Lost Children, Andromeda. So yeah, it was an amazing experience. We sold out of at the time it was just the manga that we had out, and we sold out of both issues of that. And then
local events.
And then we did some local events once the Tales from Midnight 1 came out, and those turned out pretty good. But the
pop-up specifically.
But man, the bigger conventions were we went to DreamCon last year and sold out again. Like that was my gosh. It was So this year we're gonna try to definitely do more conventions.
DreamCon is
definitely do it.
We were talking about trying to get into DreamCon this year, but it's a traveling is a hassle for me these days. I got the building here that I got to take care of and the logistics of it. But that's one show that I heard was amazing, and that a lot of creators were there. So I'm warming up, like Imani said. It's a setup because I prefer smaller shows, but big cons, I just see them as an opportunity to kind of network and meet people that you wouldn't be able to see in other places. People that you see online, like you said, you met Lonzo and Tyler and all them, and that's always good to do, man. So absolutely.
So what are you guys working on right now for the future? Like the next Tales of Midnight, or something beyond that?
Next Tales from Midnight is a little ways away because
Tales from Midnight. Technically, right now, the Kickstarter on Monday.
Well, he said the future.
Oh, the future. Oh, okay.
Wait.
Monday is the future. Monday is the future.
So Kicks is coming Monday. For Tales from Midnight 2.
3 stories.
Yeah, so there's 3 stories in there. Like the first one is all wrapped up in one book. So that one you're getting Last Day, Ravenzoma, and Dogma. Which we do. We had a DreamCon exclusive for this one. So here's what that looked like.
Nice.
So if you were there, you definitely got this one. We won't print it by itself like this again, but we got good feedback on this one as well. So that's Monday. I'm sorry.
I love that. Keep going.
Thank you. And so that's Monday. So we'll let that run its course. Soul, the colors for that will officially be done on Tuesday. Then we just got to get that lettered. Then the gray, so Soul will come out this spring. The gray will come out this summer. Summer or fall. And then we have the next issue of the Unbeloved that should be coming out at some point this year. We might move the date for that one because a lot of people were like, yeah, I'm ready for Soul. Soul. So like, okay. So Soul will probably come first where initially the Unbeloved was going to. But we'll gauge what the community wants and then go from there.
Anything further than that, I mean, pretty much everything that we have, all our stories are outlined to the end.
Yeah.
They just have to be written.
Some just need to be drawn, honestly.
Some just need to be drawn.
Yeah.
So they are.
Danny draws, so if you want to hire Danny, he can draw for you.
All right, now.
Lloyd draws.
It would never get done. So, just keep that in mind. Shoot. No, we I have a good time drawing, but I don't listen. I would never take anybody's money to do anything like that. So, but Lloyd, like the missus said, hey, you got the talent. Go on and put that pen to the paper.
We'll see. I am working on something now. I'm doing an art trade with somebody. It's turning out okay. So we'll see.
Hey, save that money. That's how I do.
Free shorts or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
We'll see where.
So with the Kickstarter coming, what are some of the rewards that people can maybe get from the books? Or from
Oh
the
man, so
campaign?
we'll have of course the previous stories. We have some if you back this is the big one. I'll start there. We actually recently was talking to Tony Kyrun. And so we're doing something now. We're doing a cross promotion thing that will I believe we're going live on Monday because our Kickstarters start on Monday.
And that's Tony Kyrun
so,
from Advent Comics, right?
Advent Comics, correct. And
Want to
so
name drop and
Oh yeah.
Get everybody's stuff
what
out
we're
there.
gonna do if people back both campaigns, if you'll get the first issue of Soul for free, and then from him you'll get an issue of Titan the Ultraman for free. So what we'll do is have people like if they back both have to like take a picture or whatever like that. Which will of course be like, hey, I need to hurry up and get in because I think we're only doing the first 25 people. So that's one of the bigger rewards there. We also have the Midnight Has Come, Midnight Assembled poster that we have with our entire roster of characters that'll be a free add-on there,
fully revealed yet.
which hasn't even been
Nobody's
fully
even
revealed
seen
yet. So
that poster yet.
you'll get to see all the characters that we have here at Midnight. Yeah,
If
so
you guys
that'll
want to
be free.
reveal something, you can. We are Team Spoiler, so if you want to throw something out there,
Spoilers now. If you want to just send it over to us and let us show it,
It's
fine
not.
with that.
Yeah,
Is
color.
it fully colored yet?
No, I'll show you the black and white. So I'll show you the black and white though.
Yeah,
I'm
we
still with color.
love seeing spoilers now. Don't play around.
well, Danny does. I'm all right on it.
It's okay. He likes showing stuff.
I do.
He
You want me to
likes
send
showing
it
people stuff.
on? How you
You
want me
can
to
send it in the chat.
All right.
Yeah, send it to the Facebook chat, and we'll let Kyrun do his magic. Yeah, man, that's cool, man. I see you have a quite a large family from your Facebook page. You know? I see a couple of generations, some young youngins, and some with some gray in their hair. Is the family supportive of the comics, or are they kind of
like that?
Say it again.
So you ain't had to call his pops like that.
Dang.
No,
You gotta see. Look what you did, Danny. You just messed up.
He got a little gray. That's all.
You just messed up. Uh-oh. Did we lose them? Oh no.
Oh no. We got some freeze just now.
Connection issue.
Oh yeah, you did freeze. I thought it was you guys disconnected because of Danny's question or something.
I thought I disrespected y'all. And y'all left. I apologize. I was about to apologize. Shoot. No.
All right. Oh, okay.
Nah.
My parents push a lot, especially with the school system, because we want to be involved with the school system and help the kids, especially because we both came up through this school system. I used to work for the school system. My mother works for the school system. My father works for the school system. My brother works for the school system. My sister-in-law works for the school system.
So everybody.
Education matters is what she's trying to get at.
My youngest is in the school system for other reasons because the other two are homeschooled. So my parents do a big push. I feel like when we first started, most of our parents were just kind of like, "Oh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice."
But now they see how serious we are with it. They're like, "Oh, okay, let's tell everybody about this now." So, yeah.
All right, so I do have the picture up. Go ahead and explain to us what we're looking at for anybody that's watching on the live stream.
I see the big four. I see Soul there in the middle. I see the gray. I see Blue Morpho. Where's it?
Also, who is the artist on this?
To the right of Soul, and the artist is Bruno Lima. He's doing a fantastic job, absolutely fantastic job. The colors we're gonna have Matthias work on it. And he's done all the colors for our stuff so far. But yeah, on the bottom, like you said, you see the gray, Blue Morpho, Soul, Admani, and then to the right is the butterfly. So, are y'all familiar with the character the butterfly at all?
No,
unfortunately not.
She's a character that came out in the 70s. She got 2 issues and ended up in public domain obscurity. She was actually part of the Hellrider magazine. And what we wanted to do, because she's credited with being the first ever Black superheroine ever created. So she predates Storm and Vixen. and nobody's doing anything with her. So we was like, you know what, got an idea. Let's keep that history intact, right? And what we'll do is tell you the rest of her story through our own character, her daughter, the Blue Morpho. So that's the connection between the two of them. The Blue Morpho is the butterfly's daughter.
Right. So if you pick up Tales from Midnight issue 1, the Blue Morpho story, End of an Era, is a prologue, and it shows the butterfly's last mission.
Yep. So yeah, you get to see what happened. And the great thing is, again, you can read the first couple issues of Butterfly, actual issues of Butterfly, then pick our book up and be like, okay, I know what's happening here. Because we kept all that history intact. And just kind of move forward again through her daughter. Just above that, on the left-hand side, the guy with the circular blade, the young lady next to him, and the dude right above her. Those are our characters from a story called The Last Day. So the guy with the circular blade, you'll be able to see his story in Tales from Midnight issue 2. His name's Iabani, and he's just going to the grocery store, grabbing some snacks, about to study for finals, and a terrible turn of events takes place, and now he's essentially on the run, and we're gonna find out whether or not he could survive his last day. So that story is gonna be intense. All of Tales from Midnight issue 2 is gonna be a little grittier than the first one. The first one had more superheroes, but Tales from Midnight issue 2 was more regular people. I'm kind of going through some not so unnatural situations, if you will. That's the best. I did that without spoiling anything. I did good.
No, I've seen that circular blade before in other media. What's it called? Do you know?
I don't know specifically what it's called. What I saw it at Yu Yu Hakusho is where I initially was like, "Yo."
Okay, that's where
I saw it. They just called it a circular blade in there as well. But can I tell them what it does? Can I tell them what it does?
Yeah, sure you can.
Of course you can. Go ahead.
Yes, tell us.
I gotta. This is we're
here for you.
Call her management. Like, hey, let me make sure I don't spoil stuff. But no, so that is James' fault. Yeah. So think. So obviously the blade from Yu Yu Hakusho, right? But also think Katana from DC Comics.
Mortal Kombat. Oh, okay.
DC, where you get cut with this blade and your soul is forever trapped in it.
Oh.
But not only that.
Now in DC's comics, Katana, her husband, I think, is in that blade, right?
Yeah, he's trapped in there. Yeah.
Do we have something like that with this character too?
Not necessarily a loved one, no. People and entities, if you would, have been slain with this blade, and so they're trapped in there. And unfortunately, can I say that last piece?
Again, okay. Yes, you can. Go ahead.
He could hear the curses and cries and wailing of everything that's trapped in there. So more on that within the confines of the story.
Okay.
All right. I see we got Raven's Omens coming in, Tales from Midnight. We got The Last Day. Is that the one that you were just talking about?
Correct.
The Last Day. And then Dogma, what you shared earlier. Okay.
Yes.
All right now.
All right.
Oh, and the Raven's Omen. I don't think I said that one. Yeah, Raven's Omen is it. Did you say that one just now? I'm sorry.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, the Raven's Omen.
Yeah.
I see the big gargoyle looking beast hybrid. I like that.
Yeah. Oh man. All these stories, man. Yeah, that one. So that follows an entity, the Ravenmacher from indigenous lore, which in that lore, they the Ravenmachers kind of haunt people like just before they die. So a lot of people that would end up in cold sweats, and they're very apparently afraid and very fearful for the end and stuff. It's said that that's the thing that they see just before they die. And what happens is it removes and lives off of hearts. That's how, that's the sustenance it has. And it adds a year to its life every heart it devours. And then when it removes your heart, it leaves no mark. So nobody knows how you died. Just your heart gets removed. You're in an immense pain, completely scared. It has emotional inducement abilities, and like nobody knows how you died. You're just gone. Nobody knows how, until obviously autopsy stuff. It's like, oh, their heart's missing. The Ravenmacher struck again, right? So yeah, so we get to see that in a modern era, right? So in the story, the essentially in there, basically a bunch of people are ending up dead. And the only thing they have in common is the fact that their hearts are removed. So the whole thing is what's doing it and who can stop the Raven's Omen, essentially. So that's what that's about.
which is a lot of our more fantastical stories, is, hey, these amazing, fantastical gods, yeah, they're real. They're in modern day.
Right. Now what?
How does that affect us?
Right. All these things we hear about from the way back times. Like, okay, let's move to 2000 and something.
Right,
How do we deal with it?
Soul was 2004.
Right. Soul is in 2004, and he's about to be fighting. Like, he's fighting Anubis, Amit, right? Those things, and you see that in the. If you look up in the sky and see Buddy fighting Anubis, like, how does the world react to that?
Yeah.
Now his story is taking place in 2004, so we don't all have our good quality cameras on our phones, right? So if somebody posts it on MySpace or something, right? People are gonna be like, that looks fake, that's doctored somehow, right? But like, how do we react further than that for the people that are actually like there looking up at the sky and see this happening? Like the gods are among us. Now what? And so kind of shaping what that world and universe really is at that point is gonna be is fun, excuse me.
All right. Well, this is the time where we actually switch gears and do everybody's favorite part of the show, which is what was that? Wait, sorry. The message you just sent me, Danny, is that for the interview or something else?
Oh, that's for later. That's for later.
Okay. All right.
Swear to
Don't send me something unless it's about the interview, right?
I'm sorry. I apologize. I done got Kyrun off track. But this part of the show is the quick takes. If you haven't seen the show before, we're gonna give you 5 questions that you two have to answer off the top of your head. Okay, you got 45 seconds to do it. And I've done a deep dive into your social media, and I stalked you for just a little bit. I stalked you for a little bit, and I'm gonna ask you some questions. I'm gonna ask you some questions, and we'll see how you do. We're gonna learn a little bit about you. So, if you're ready, I'm ready.
Let's get it.
Quick takes. All right.
I do have to apologize that it's just Lloyd in that picture. I was not aware in all the.
No, Kyrun told me before the show that he was consciously not including you, ma'am. So, if you want to be mad at somebody, be mad at Kyrun.
There is no Midnight Comics without me. I'm gonna just say
that's the truth, and that's what I tried to tell him. That's what I tried to tell him, but he was like, "I don't care." He was like,
"All correspondence is just Lloyd." I was like, "All right, she's not gonna be there." So, but
no, we apologize for that, for real. All right. So, question number 1, and this is for both of you. I want to get both of your answers. So, like I said earlier, we talked about you having a rather large family. So, I come from a rather large family too, and I know sometimes it can be, tough dealing with family. So, I want to know, what is the best and worst parts about having a big family like that?
Not enough us time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely
about, in our house specifically.
Right, in the house specifically, right? Yeah.
Definitely. I can feel you on that. Having enough time with husband and wife time would be nice.
Especially because babysitters are very, very difficult.
Yeah.
We have a lot of kids, so people don't want to watch all the kids. And our youngest actually has some medical issues and some stuff that needs to be done for her consistently. And not everybody has the ability or wants to
do that. Yeah.
Deal with it. So.
Absolutely. Which, side note, our youngest is actually one of our characters in Dogma is actually based on our youngest. It's gonna be cool. You guys are gonna see.
Gotta put the kids in the comics. Okay, so what's the best part about having a big family like that?
Oh man,
the smiles.
Yeah, happiness. Yesterday we went kind of on a bike ride up and down the cul-de-sac and stuff.
Broke my bike, so I had to walk.
Oh man!
Oh wow! Come on, Lloyd, you made her walk.
Wow!
Bro, come on now.
I offered my bike.
In all fairness, I don't like his bike, so I didn't want to ride it.
Oh.
He is so low because he's shorter than me.
Yeah.
The seat's so low. Bike. I don't like it.
You sound just like my wife. She will not ride my bike because the seat on her bike is specifically for her. So she will not ride my bike. So I feel you on that. Okay. All right.
I mean, it was a blast though.
But yeah, that family time.
The smiles, the giggles, the kids want to ride up and down the cul-de-sac. Just
and how stressed our kids look when they're watching anime with us. We watched Bleach with our
especially
kids.
the oldest.
Oh, our oldest. Oh my gosh. When the Thousand Blood War arc started and everybody started, no spoilers, but if y'all see, man, she was just sitting there like.
Well, Dan doesn't watch anime, so he has no idea what you're talking about.
That's not true. I don't watch Bleach. I don't watch Bleach, but I do. Me and Stephanie are gonna watch My Hero. We're gonna catch up on My Hero after we get off the show.
Disrespect in our interviews this week, and I don't know how I feel about it.
I just said that I don't watch it. It's not that it's not a good show. I'm sure it is. But Bleach,
wait, like when you said Yu Yu Hakusho, he probably thought it was like the drink.
No, I know Yu Yu Hakusho. I know Dragon Ball. I know some of them. I just
no. He don't know nothing.
I try to stay away from some of them anime.
But
okay, anyway, question number 2.
Naruto at one point. I was like, no.
Naruto's a good.
Disrespectful.
People who watch it who can't say it. So I mean,
right? Like he says his name all the time. So, all right. Question number 2.
Sasuke says his name.
We talked a little bit about your workout regime. Your workout regimen. What would you rather do for the rest of your life? If you had to diet for the rest of your life or exercise every day for the rest of your life, which one would you do and why?
Exercise.
Dang. In unison like that too.
I enjoy the gym. Y'all don't see my workout videos, but we have a home gym that I specifically I have anxiety issues, so I don't go to the gym. So I have a gym at home and I'm in there for an hour every day. Monday through Saturday. He go 3 times a week. I go.
She's in there
6
every
days
day.
a week for me, lifting weights.
I love it
and all that. So
exercise,
but I like to eat. So if I could just exercise for hour, 2 hours every day and eat whatever I want, I would do that.
Yeah, I have. Me and my wife are starting a little weight loss journey, and the diet and I know it's gonna kill me. Shoot, I got a bag of Bojangles right now that I ain't supposed to be eating. But I'm starting to diet.
Bojangles? What's Bojangles?
Oh, yeah. You way out there. Y'all don't have Bojangles?
No, I was asking him. Yeah, we got Bojangles all over the place.
Say, y'all in Atlanta. I thought y'all got Bojangles. Kyron is in California. He
okay.
He wouldn't. He doesn't get it. So
he wouldn't understand.
We got Chick-fil-A, but we don't got Bojangles.
Hey,
it's not
everywhere.
It's not everywhere. It's not the same.
We in Canada too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Terrible. Okay. Question number 3, and this is one for both of you. I want to know who is the best anime main character and why. Your number one your number one anime main character and why.
There's so many.
Don't say Goku.
Go ahead and say Brandon.
No. I was actually going to say Prince from Bubblegum Crisis.
That would be.
Yeah. Bubblegum Crisis, Tokyo 2040 character Pris. The sacrifice that she didn't even want to stay in Japan. She wanted to move away, live her life. She was a rock star. She's like, nah, I want to get away from here. But instead, she became a Night Saber. That was the whole thing. They were fighting against these rogue robots and stuff like that. And so already, sacrifice number 1, she's staying in Japan. Almost didn't forego her dream of being a rock star, but she did kind of on the back burner to be, this hero or whatever like that. And then the end of the series, I won't spoil it in case y'all want to watch it, but then the end of the series, what she has to do, you're just like, man, come on.
Chris was.
She was
metal. So.
Yeah.
Miss Tosha, you same answer for you?
No. I feel like I almost want to fall back on my favorite show, but instead I'm gonna go with, is Yurichi considered a main character? We'll let that. This is my first as a Bleach lover since I was a kid. Yurichi was my first time seeing a well done woman of color. Nobody want to call them black woman on an anime, and I fell in love with her instantly. Okay, so I'm just gonna take Yurichi. She may not be the main character in the show, but she's the main character in my heart.
There you go.
All right. All right. We'll give you that one.
They said which one of the Sailor Moon characters did they claim is black? Was it Venus?
Pluto.
Yeah.
Pluto. They claimed
And I
Pluto
was
is black.
going to fall onto Sailor Pluto at first as a I don't know how you dove, but as a big Sailor Moon fan, I was going to go into Sailor Moon and say Sailor Pluto, but I didn't want to do that.
No,
I stand Sailor Moon.
I
know
I got into Sailor Moon before Dragon Ball Z, so I love me some Sailor Moon. That's one thing me and my wife can agree on. Is that was a solid show.
Yeah.
So the question is, did either one of you guys see did anybody see the Sailor Moon live action pilot that came out in like the 90s?
I did not.
Yes.
Yeah.
The American one, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, that's all you had to say.
Live action. So.
This was when Power Rangers started blowing up, and they were like, "Yeah, we could do that with almost anything." That same concept. Yeah.
Oh man, I just googled it. It looks bad.
It could have been a decent show under a different name.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna stay away from that. Okay. All right. So, what are we on now? Question
in the
number.
background while you playing Fortnite.
I know, right? I know. No. All right. Question number 4. So, another question for you both. I want to know.
Are you going to change number 4?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Dang it.
Well, they kind of already answered it though. So maybe I'll give them. God, now I got to come up with another question because y'all kind of gave. Well, let's ask it anyway. All right. So, what's the best thing about being parents?
Oh well, yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess we did kind of just the excitement on the kids and stuff like
just the love that children, the way children is a whole nother. It's different.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all don't got teenagers?
No, not yet.
No,
not yet. Our oldest
is 9, so she.
Oh yeah.
Just wait until they become teenagers. It's not fun. I got 2 teenagers right now. No, like
teenagers. I'm not looking forward to that.
I have an adult and a teenager, and it's not fun.
It's a different experience. My two oldest are teenagers, Kendra and Stephanie, and you know we still have fun sometimes, but most of the time they just make you want to be like, who are you? Who is this person?
The 9-year-old can have those moments, but she's also really sweet when she wants to be. So that's.
Are y'all saying that the sweetness leaves at the teenage?
Yes.
Yes. It just vanishes overnight. One day you're gonna wake up and be like, who are you? Who is this kid?
Do you guys have girls though? Is that right?
We have
2 girls and a boy. Yep.
Okay. So I have 3 boys, and around 10, the sweetness started disappearing. Around 10 from all my boys.
Yeah. Man. My son DJ, you know, every now and then he's just turned 11, and he's still, you know, he's a crafter. He likes building, you know, anime weapons and swords and Pokemon and stuff. And I'm like, yo, that's the DJ I know. But then sometimes he'll just walk up in my room like,
what's up? Yep.
And I'm like, boy, don't you know I will? Don't you know?
He said, Danny,
just give it a couple more years when he starts like getting some muscle. He's gonna start attacking you randomly. Like, what are you doing?
They do that part.
Oh man,
my daughter wants to beat him up every day. I don't know why. Maybe it's because you taught them karate. I don't know.
Terrible.
Randomly. Like, excuse me.
Hey, kids. Yeah. You gotta love. All right. So last but not least, and this is one that I'm hoping that you'll be able to do, but we'll see. So my other show is Top 5 Live, and every week on this show, I like to have our guests do a top 5, just off of stuff that I seen in your on your Facebook page. So I'm gonna ask y'all to give me a collective top 5 PlayStation 2 games.
Metal Gear Solid 2. Yep.
The unison that they have is just
unison.
That synchronicity.
3.
I got
Tenkaichi 3. Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Budokai 3. Okay, you got Crash. Yeah, and then Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That might have been the quickest top 5 ever.
I didn't have to think about it.
I mean, that made me think like they've been playing PlayStation 2 last night.
I mean, it's right over here.
Bruh.
Right.
Every so often we go back and replay. I have the remastered Crash on the PS4. Like,
yeah. We be over here gaming, y'all.
I told you I stalked you just a little bit, so I kind of figured. But that was dope. That was dope, man. I appreciate y'all doing that with us. We learned a little bit about you, and now I know why you took so quick to Fortnite. It didn't take you no time to learn Fortnite. And I see why.
Listen, light work.
Light work. Excellent. I appreciate that, man. That was good.
I'm happy. Look, I know it'll make Danny feel good when I said this. Quick takes is one of my favorite parts of the show. It's always fun.
Yeah.
Just even
It
watching.
always is. It's everybody's favorite part. This is honestly Danny's show. I just sit in the background and make sure everything runs properly.
Not even close. Not even close.
Like
Not even close.
Danny would actually prefer.
I wouldn't even know how to stop it. I wouldn't even know how to start or end the show without Kyrun.
Yeah, again, that's all he needs is me to start and end the show, and then he can just take over from there.
That's the most important part. That's the most important part. Shoot. But we appreciate you. That was fun. And definitely, if once I get done later in Lumberjacks number 3, I'm gonna jump back on Fortnite for real.
Okay.
And once I finish drawing Danny's book, I will start Fortnite also. I got 6 more pages. I got 6 pages.
Yeah, you got it. You get that.
Okay.
You get that.
Look, we're going to be playing that DC Universe online as well. We're going to be playing as our OCs. We're going to be on there with Lonzo. I mean, we're going to be out there with a lot of people from Concrete.
Man, I was thinking about making Ace Blade on DC. Oh man, don't
wait. Which character do you have on DC Universe? I do play that every once in a while.
Okay, so yeah, pretty much all of them. But on PC, I got Soul on there. Oh, which if you guys don't have a leveled up character currently, they are doing a 12th anniversary joint on there. If you reach level 10, you can get your combat rating to 333 for free.
Yeah,
so
for free.
Definitely, Ace Blade need to be on now. But no, yeah, I got Soul, the Gray, Kaya. Who else I got on there? Blue Morpho, Butterfly.
And then on mine, I have Imani
and Raina.
Yeah.
So yeah, like the whole Midnight Comics roster just about is on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. See, Danny up there eating, so he can't talk anymore. But I will try to catch up on you.
No, I just y'all know if I get on the game, I'm gonna be hooked. So I gotta stay away until I'm done with this work. But I'm gonna get on there.
All right. Well, this has been fun. We got to wrap things up, but where can we, outside your website that we have scrolling across the bottom, where can we find your work, your social medias, things like that?
Go ahead, bro.
Everything except Facebook and YouTube is Midnight at Comics. That's TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all that. Facebook and YouTube are Midnight Comics.
All right then. And then definitely anybody that's listening in, please go to their website, midnightcomics.org, not .com, .org. Make sure you put in .org. Get their books.
Up at the top too.
What?
Because all those same social media links are right up at the top of the page too.
Mm-hmm. Definitely get their stuff. We will be posting their Kickstarter link in the show notes for this. Right now, it has not launched, so you still have a chance to save it as an upcoming project to get notified when it launches. So please do that. Danny, where can we check out your work?
Y'all know me. If you want to find me, just look me up on fourthwallpros.com. And if you're on social media, it's at the Ace Blade on all social media platforms. Kyrun, where can people find you?
You can find me at tauruscomics.com. I am also Taurus Comics on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr still. And then if this is your first time checking out our podcast, please go back, listen to our past episodes at our website, fourtalespodcast.com. That is the number 4, TALES podcast.com. Join us next week, though. Who do we have next week?
I thought we were off next week. Make up your mind.
No, we're not off next week. It's the week after. We have Jarrell Damper on the show. Creator Darrell Jamper. That's who we got.
High top. High top.
Yes, there you go. But until then, everybody, sayonara, goodbye, and please take care of yourselves.
Peace.
I want to know what it is Quick is trying to say.